Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Gareth Mason. It is Saturday, November 1st, 2025, and it's exactly 9:56 p.m. Saturday evening, and it's a very, very rainy evening. Very sad, but satisfying. I'll tell you that. Pretty satisfying. Today I spent the full day working at work in the morning, teaching my classes, and then I cleaned the house this afternoon. So bathroom, the whole kitchen, stove, everything, and the floor as well. So pretty exhaustive, but pretty satisfying. I felt really good when I finished. I was like, yeah, my house is clean because of me. That feels good. Feels good. Then I went to the supermarket. We're not doing well financially, not at all. And it's kind of scary. But I'm not really that worried, honestly. I am. Well, I had some money, and I'm getting paid next week. Sure, the bills are due already, but I don't have the means to pay it. I needed to go to the supermarket to buy food for my family. I feel good. I don't feel like I don't feel pressured, or I'm not really that concerned because my family is safe and there's food, so we're not gonna be hungry. Yeah. So it's nice, It's been a challenge. It's been pretty challenging. But remember that one vlog where I was at Parque do Lago talking about how I was excited about this next chapter of my life, and I knew it was going to be more challenging, and I was welcoming it. I'm living it, and I am feeling good with it. There's a challenge. It's a good challenge for me to take on. All right, let me actually go back and walk you through what happened since the last time we spoke. So yesterday, remember yesterday on the vlog I said that it was going to be a private vlog and everything, but I really liked that vlog. I liked how it looked, and it looked nice. It looked good. So I decided to edit out the parts that I don't want to be public, so that I could share with you the remaining of the vlog, which is majority of the vlog. It's like just normal vlog. So that's what I did, and if you watch the video, by the end of it, I was like waving to some kids. The father was walking very slowly next to me, and when I finished it, he approached. I greeted him. I said, "How's it going?" And then he said, "Good. Where are you from?" And then I looked him right in his eyes, and I said, Guada. And he goes, achei que era gringo. Thought you were a foreigner, gringo. Thought you were a gringo. That was funny. I've never had that kind of interaction before. So that made my day yesterday. That was cool, man. That was cool. And then we spoke for a little bit. We talked about how privileged we are here. Our city is beautiful. We have great parks, and very beautiful parks, and we are very privileged. And I know that even though I don't travel much, I don't, I don't have first-hand experience with other places, other cities. Not as much. I do have some experience, but not as much. But my cousins, whenever they come here, they always say, my uncle as well, they always say that Guada is so beautiful compared to their hometown. So they keep talking about it all the time. So it must be true, right? I really enjoyed this city, I'll be honest. It's very nice. I do prefer the part of city between work and my mother's house than I do between work and my current house. Slightly more. I enjoy it more. I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just there's a different vibe. Although with this new path that I'm taking to get to and from work, it's been better. I enjoy that little neighborhood over there, fewer cars, but you still have to go through the busier streets to get there. Anyways, so yeah, had that conversation with the guy. Then I came home, taught my class. I did not exercise because there was no time. I'm glad I didn't either, because when I got here and after having set everything up here, I had like 5 minutes until the class started. So it was a good thing that I didn't, because otherwise I might have been late for my class. So then I taught my class, evening, uneventful. This morning, I had a great night of sleep. That was positive. Although my cell phone or my watch tells me that I only slept for 5 hours and 30 minutes. That's not. I don't feel that that's true, but I think it says that I went to bed at 12:30, midnight 30, and I thought I had gone to bed way earlier than that. Maybe it's just my brain, huh? Maybe it's just my brain. And then work this morning, it was business as usual. Nothing too crazy. My VIP canceled today because she was feeling sick. So I came home a little earlier, which was a good thing. I got home, had lunch. I rested a little bit, drank some coffee. Oh, that's why I was able to work so much during the afternoon. I drank so much coffee after lunch. I drank like 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, that was nice. And yeah, so was watching this guy over here. Oh, okay, I have it on, so might as well take a look. What is the name? Total Warfare. The name of the guy's channel is Total Warfare. Pretty addicted to his videos. I'm currently watching Rome Legendary Campaign. And he has, Rome is a very strong faction, but he has other modifiers, like now being able to have a full stack, and not being able to use only elite units, and not being able to use the agents or whatever. Fun, pretty fun. I learned a lot. I learned quite a lot with this guy here. So I did play a little bit after I was done with the housework. I did play a little bit of the Macedon campaign. But then I had to go have dinner. And I had dinner. Ellen made brownies, which are delicious, absolutely delicious. She's feeling terrible today. Poor girl. But, you know, I'm giving her some space. She's watching her soap opera. Also, there was an interesting situation today with Gustavo. He was just watching TV over there, and I wanted some help, so I asked him to help. And he said that he was going to go to training, soccer practice. So what could he help that would take very little time? And then I told him, you can clean the table, clean the tables and everything. And then I asked him, I heard him asking Alan about it, and he's just like, no, of course not, you're sick. Like, he's been sick this week. He missed school for a couple of days because of that. So she said, like, no, you're sick. Like, you're recovering from your illness. You gotta stay and recover. There's no way you're going. So, of course, he went back to the living room, sat on the couch, kept on watching his videos on YouTube. And you could see in his face, he was not happy at all. And then, it's a lot of work, man. I spent the whole afternoon doing this. So I sat down and said, hey, since you're not going to soccer practice, man, you gotta help me out here. Can you take care of the dirty dishes? I'm gonna get started in the bathroom. So he just said, he nodded his head yes, and started with it. As I was cleaning the bathroom, I heard him crying. He went to the bedroom and cry for his mother. Now, I'm not being judgmental over here, okay? So you gotta understand that I'm not. My role here, I am the paternal figure here. What does a father do? What does a fatherly figure do? Discipline. And the mother is caring and love and caring, protecting. But the man, the father, he helps with it, discipline. That is something I didn't have when I was younger, and I told him that. Because I think he fell asleep, I don't know, he just went to our bedroom over here with Ellen, and I finished the bathroom, and then I started in the kitchen with the dirty dishes, and as I was finishing it, he came back and asked what he could help with. And then I had a little conversation with him. I pulled a stool and told him, hey, have a seat, let's have a talk. And then I asked him what was the reason he started crying. I told him that I didn't want for him to feel bad. I told him about myself, how I didn't have somebody that helped me with the discipline when I was his age. As a result, I had always done everything I wanted to, whatever time I wanted to, and that was absolutely terrible for me. I was pretty late on development. I told him, like, it took me forever to learn things that people should learn by adulthood, and also told him that many things that I know today is because your mother taught me. Things that I should have learned when I was a kid. I know I love you. You know I love you, right? So that's why I am doing this. Because I want you to learn. I want you to have the discipline. It's going to be good for you. And then shook hands, and I hugged him, and then he helped me out with some clothes. I didn't want, like, what I imagined happened was, it was a mountain of dirty dishes, and the kind of dishes that is like difficult to wash, right? Even though I told him to get started with the easy dishes, but by the way I saw how he was putting the dishes to dry there on the little thing, there was no more space. It was poorly organized, and I thought, what I imagined happened is he got very frustrated, so because he didn't know where to put it, and he exploded emotionally and started crying. And I imagined that because I put myself in his place with his set of skills, and it would make sense for that to happen, and it would make complete sense for him to cry about it. So, as I said, no judgment. And this is the kind of approach I want to always have here with Gustavo and with my future child as well. Like, no yelling, no, like, being angry. I'm only human, right? Like, sometimes I'm gonna be hungry, tired from work, and there's gonna be a mess. It's, we can only try to be as best as we can, but I will try. And hey, that's more than most people do. I'm not gonna say most people, but anyways, so that was a nice moment. I really enjoyed that moment that I had with him. Yeah, and that's it. I think that's all that's on my mind. I want to get back to watching this. Yeah. What are the plans? Keep watching this. If I feel inspired, I'll play some more, but I'm feeling very tired, so it's not going to take long before I go to bed. And then tomorrow, there's absolutely nothing planned. Morning, I'm probably going to be playing some Total War. And then the rest of the day, who knows? I don't know. Let's see what happens. We might go to my in-laws' house to have lunch. It's a possibility. But that's tomorrow. I think that's all. That's all I have to say for today. I will be back tomorrow to let you know what happened between now and then. Thanks everybody for watching. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.